Hi, well, I'm Chad Burns from the United States, and in this Master's there are three major areas that we're covering. The first, it's obvious, is that we're dealing with the financial crisis and then everything coming out of that. So we're dealing with being more prudential. We're dealing with things like how to work with the regulators, work with the banks. So some of us in the program are going into consulting. Some are going directly into the banking industry. And then and others, of course, will even work for the regulators, like the central bank. Another major area here is that we're looking at things of also accounting standards, making sure that we're talking similar things when we're looking at business. We have to make sure that the financial reports are comparable. And I guess the third main area that we're learning in this Master's is maybe it's more of a subtle thing, but that we have the European Union. So when we're in Madrid, we're not just in Madrid. When we're in London, it's not just London, it's Frankfurt, and everything coming together to comprise the European Union. So we're seeing that many things are in place in terms of the regulation, but also we're building and testing, how much more can we maybe coordinate around certain areas. And that's a really, it's a big thing because a lot of the national regulators are giving different direction, and they're working on coordinating that direction so that it can be comparable for the EU zone. And so the Masters is exposing us to all that, which is very exciting. And I come from the US, so I'm able to compare how that works. And of course, we hear also in our classes about how the Fed has done some things and things that have worked, things that maybe they can try and implement here, or things that they need to try and improve that fits better to Europe. So I'm very interested in many things we're learning. I've had the opportunity to do an internship, and which I have just begun. So I'm doing that while completing the Master's. In the United States, I studied in the University of Maryland, where I did my Bachelor of Science in Finance and International Business. And I didn't do too much with the international business piece until this Master's. In between doing the Master's and my bachelor degree, I focused on doing financial analysis and accounting. So I worked for a few years in those fields. And I learned a lot. I think the financial accounting gave me a very good foundation and to improve my ability to analyze what's going on in the accounts of a business. And so now bringing that to a master's level and trying to, I've actually been able to use a lot of the experience there in the accounting side with this master's. And of course, in some of the lectures we've had, it's very interesting that you have more accounting background. But here I've also gained a lot more economics and technical aspects like econometrics. So things that can complement my skills and I can use use for the betterment of the sector and my employer, those things.